My favorite part is gonna be our show when we're gonna show people our show, what we created, our songs, our play, what we made.
Alexander just got this great job, right? George Washington said, hey, I want you to be my right-hand man, right? I want you to be my secretary, my head secretary. So would Alexander, what do you say to Aaron Burr once he gets so upset? What do you think? It's okay? Like, relax, it's okay? Does he still want to be friends with Aaron Burr? Or are they always kind of at odds, right?
And how was the creative process? How did you create this show with the kids, with the teaching artists, with you?
I gave them, I gave them a lot of historical facts, and then the children kind of built off of that.
Okay.
And there was, a lot of incorporation with everyone.
It was actually fun making like the musical because I like to make the lines. Like you could say your own lines.
What do you think Alexander would say to Elizabeth or Eliza? What's something he would ask her? Oh, you're the daughter of a famous general, right? Isn't that who she was?
It's not that simple. So you just say hello.
Just say hello.
Hello.
So when you have two characters like that, you guys, that are the same, they have the same job essentially, you always want to have them have a different, character trait. So it's good to do that, to have someone be nervous and someone be very serious or confident.
My favorite part is when we create our own lyrics.
First song is Who is Alexander Hamilton is just like a little synopsis of his life, and then it goes into the play where he is a little boy, and he was kind of made fun of because his parents weren't married and his father abandoned him, and he rose from that. And then there's a bully song where like the kids are bullying him, but then he's so brilliant that he is sent to America. And it's the whole story is told like the children narrate it. The children that travel back in time, and then he goes to how he moves up in the military and how he meets his wife, and then how he becomes so influential. And it's all about how rising from the bottom to the top and overcoming all your challenges in life. And a lot of the kids, their lives, it's a Title I school. A lot of the kids have a lot of things to overcome, and he's also an immigrant, which is something they can relate to.
Right.
And then it goes into how he eventually dies in the duel. The conflict with Aaron Burr.
Would you say there's been growth throughout the process?
Sure.
What kind of growth?
I've seen like kids who are usually quiet and shyer who are now a little more dynamic, I guess, and when they're getting up there and things. Kids who I didn't think would stand behind a microphone and start speaking do. And one of the components of the ELA apparently is that they should be familiar with reading a play or a script. So this has been very helpful. We've been referring to this.
Oh, great. So they're making those connections.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Well, TADA is important to be in your school because you really get to be yourself. You get some more self-confidence. You learn to act better, to sing better, and you just get to have a fun time. Just shake it all out. All you want to express in your heart, you get to express it in TADA.
Hamilton was really smart and helped create our country. Without him, the USA might have fallen apart after 1776.
Who cares? The 1700s were like 50 years ago.
Actually, Kelly, they were over 200 years ago.
Whatever. The point is that guy lived in another century.
No, the point is that guy is part of our history.
History? Yuck.
History is so boring. Rather be in bed snoring. Well, we like reading and writing, and we think that history's exciting. Studying is such a dull task, but there are so many questions we want to ask. Who was Alexander Hamilton? Who was the guy on the $10 bill? Who was Alexander Hamilton? Tell me why you remember him still. Dolly was an orphan, so poor and alone. He became a success and was very well known. Washington loved young Hamilton best. He stood out from all of the rest. Though he was quite an outsider, he was such a noble fighter. Who was Alexander Hamilton? Who was the guy on the $10 bill? Who was Alexander Hamilton? Tell me why you remember him still. Here we are, the biggest and little kids and big kids too. Ta-da! Here we are, making our own way. So be on the lookout wherever you go. We'll give you the business of show. We're bound to make it big, 'cause we got a big sound. We're bound to feel it big, when we put a big smile on you and 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 you. Ta-da! Here we are, the biggest and little kids and big kids. Ta-da! Here we are, the biggest and little kids and